Hey guys, welcome back to Demon Bluff, maybe the best and only logic roguelike. I guess that game Mimic Logic came out a bit ago, but let's just jump right back into it. We're at Ascension 3. I already started making mistakes on the last Ascension, so hopefully it's not that bad. 7 cards, there are 2 evils among all characters. Find and kill them. Okay, let's see what we have here. Fortune Teller. Okay, so the ones that I really have to look out for are corrupted for the good villagers. So, one good villager is corrupted, one adjacent villager is corrupted, and villagers adjacent to me are corrupted. So there's a lot of corrupted this round. Let's see, Fortune Teller. 2 characters learn if they're evil. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Pick 3 characters, learn 1 random outcast among them, if any. Professor's dizzy, probably corrupted, I'm gonna be honest. Poisoner is 3 cards away from closest evil. There's the Plague Doctor. And I think that the Plague Doctor can't be corrupted. I'm not sure about that, though. Maybe they can, because villagers are corrupted. You are also villagers are corrupted. Oh, but the outcasts. Okay, so outcasts are not corrupted. Okay, so let's see. Good villager is corrupted. Pick a character. If it's corrupted, learn a character. So we could check the Confessor, and that could get an evil out. Because we also know that the evil right now are adjacent to the corrupted villagers. But not necessarily, because this one also got one. But let's just go ahead and choose a Confessor. Number 3 is evil. 4 is corrupted. Okay. So I'll take care of you. An adjacent villager is corrupted. This is evil is counterclockwise. I doubt that you're the evil. Druid, learn a random outcast. Like, is that what this means? Ah, okay. So I can see if you are lying or corrupted with this. So you are at the very least corrupted. 2 characters learn if they're evil. So you're good. I'm gonna pick these 2. 4 or 6 evil, true? Okay. So you're also lying. And you're also lying. Which makes me believe that it's actually you. Poisoner is 3 from the closest evil. Kate. You could have been corrupted. I'm guessing that it's the Fortune Teller. And my logic behind that is the Puka. Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted if possible. So these 3 are all wrong, which means that there's at most 2 corrupted in them and 1 evil. I just the fact that these 2 are wrong as well, I think that it's you. Yeah, okay. That makes sense, because since it's the adjacent ones are corrupted, then these 2 are corrupted, which means it has to be you. Okay. Alright. New characters unlocked. Shaman. Game start, there are 2 same villager roles in current village. Bishop. Learn up to 3 characters. Among them are a villager, an outcast, and an evil. Alright, how bad are we doing for corruptions right here? Just 1. There's only 1 corrupted. Okay. I'm not making the same mistake where I kill the knight and they turn out to be corrupted. Let's just start. No evil's adjacent to me. Okay. Between 3, 6, and 4, villager, minion, outcast. 8, 5, and 3, minion, outcast, villager. 3, 6, 4, 8, 5, and 3. We have a shaman, so there's a dupe. Shaman's 4 cards away from the closest evil. So it's saying, this one's saying that the shaman's on the opposite side of the other evil, which is a poisoner, so there would be a corrupted next to them. Also, this fucking doppelganger is so annoying. Knight, can't do it. One random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. So you are a lover? Okay, I don't know. These two actually kind of check each other out here. And I'd be willing to believe the lover here to entertain this, right? Because one of these could be a doppelganger, and then, like, okay, let's say that these are all good. That doesn't work. Because then these can't be good. I'm also... I don't want to kill one of the knights, and then they're corrupted again. Reveal. One random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. Learn which villager I was. Revealed good villager. So you lied. Okay. Now, so there is a dupe knight, a dupe scout, and a dupe bishop. And I'm willing to believe that it's you that's wrong. 8, 5, and 3. Which one? The outcast could be one of them. 3. The minion? Was there a corrupted one? There is one corrupted one. And it could have corrupted this one, actually. And ended up with this. It's just that these two are really convincing. Like this double scout, because they'd both have to be wrong. Which is possible, I guess? Man, this is a tough one. Three, 6, and 4. Let's see. 6 is the minion. 3 and 4. One of them is the outcast? And I think that they can't be... Dude, I'm telling... It's this guy. Yeah, okay. These two saying the exact same thing was so, like, obvious. Like opposite of suspicious, I guess. I don't know. It just gave me those vibes. New characters unlocked. Puppeteer. Game start. Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet if possible. It's evil but cannot lie. What? How? Okay. Oh, excuse me. So we have a puppeteer, which means that there's actually 3 evil, because there's a fake outcast in the deck. Okay. 5 is good. 1 is good. What's happening here? Do I have a poisoner? No. How many? Are there any corrupted? Plague Doctor, we have 1 corrupted if we have a Plague Doctor. I believe that. Because I'm not convinced. We don't have a Plague Doctor. So you're good. There's no corrupted at all? Am I crazy? There's no corrupted here. Turn one random outcast. Okay. I think we use you to test. 826, there is a doppelganger. There's a doppelganger? There's one outcast in here? So then... That's interesting. That is interesting. Because it is kind of implying that this is an evil, and that one of these is a doppelganger. And if there was a doppelganger, I would assume that it's the gem crafter. So then... You're counterclockwise? So then these check those out like that, right? I believe that this is an evil. I'm going all in. Oh god, that was terrifying. It's evil but cannot lie. 2, 8, and 4. Villager minion outcast. 2, 8, and 4. Villager minion. Oh, but 2, 6, and 8. This is the doppelganger. That's true. Oh lord, so one of these 5 or 4 is puppeteer? What the fuck are you talking about? Okay. But now this is really tough because one of these are evil, but they can't lie. 2, 8, and 4. How would I know? 5 is good, 1 is good. I guess you, right? So this one's evil? Yeah. Okay, so this one... So, I guess the evil villagers from the puppeteer still show up as evil, because this one's saying 1 is good, and he was good. Like, I guess so, yeah. Pick a character, learn an evil role. If evil picked, learn correct info. Okay. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Knight. Oh, let's see. Can there... lot of corruption, so don't kill the knight. Puka's 3 cards away from the closest evil. Okay. I was a knight. I doubt it. One or 2 is a puppeteer. Left side is more evil. Sure. Pick a character. If evil picked, executed. Plague Doctor and Scout. Puppeteer is 1 card away from closest evil. Fucking... Actually, that's a really good... That's a really good card to get, because he is correct. Okay. 1 or 2 is Puppeteer. Do we have a doppelganger? We do, and we don't have a Ba either. And does that say we have 2 outcasts? There are 2 outcasts. So... There's either 2 scouts... Or you're corrupted or lying. And keep in mind, there are going to be potentially 3 total corrupted. One or 2 is a puppeteer. Okay. Let's assume that that's true. That would make 2 evil no matter what. Okay. No, because... Well, because you're good. Oh, but you can't lie. You're evil, but you can't lie. Oh, shit. I bet that you are evil. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, Lord, dude. Okay. Here in Puka to kill. We need to find... Are you corrupted? Fuck. 1 or 2 is a puppeteer. Then I think it's worth killing the knight. Okay, knight's good. Just actually good. Then 1 can't be the puppeteer. So you're lying. I think that you're lying too, though. What does the puppeteer say? Random adjacent villager on game start becomes a puppet. It's just... Oh, I wonder if you are corrupted. Either way, you're lying, I'm killing you. Yeah. Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted. So the left side's not more evil. You're corrupted. You're corrupted as well? Two, three, four, five. Yeah, no, you're corrupted, right? The only other thing I could think of is the Slayer. Perhaps the Slayer is the puppeteer. And the Architect is the puppet. And then you are corrupted? Otherwise, these 2 are evil. I wonder what gets overridden. The corruption or that you can't lie if you're a puppet? Because random adjacent villager becomes a puppet, if possible. It's evil but can't lie. Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted. Corrupted character will lie and their ability will not work. I don't know. Because I don't think it's that. I think that you got corrupted. But that's true. That is, like, correct. The issue is, you can't kill the knight. I feel like I have to go off my gut here. We know that the puppeteer is going to be 1 away from the puppet. So it's either these 2 or it's these 2. You're corrupted? I think that it's these 2. Shit. Lose a heart on last heart, lose current score, and restart the run. Okay. That's unfortunate. That was a rough one. I can't lie. That was really tough. Alright. Let's look at this. At least 2 corrupted. Not at least, but probably 2, 3 corrupted. I wonder how many evils are adjacent to each other. Alright. That's whew. I gambled and I lost. That is on me. Number 2 is a real bard. Bards, oh, does it tell me if I hover? Learn how far I am from the closest corrupted character. There are no corrupted characters. So you're wrong, but not necessarily bad. 2 cards away from the closest evil. I mean, one of these two. I am dizzy. Do I have something? Don't disguise, though. Villager becomes an outcast role. I sit next to an outcast. There's no doppelgangers, though. It's the wretch. I am good. I think that the confessor always has to be true. Like, if it says I'm good, they're always good. We're not corrupted. I was a knitter. I believe that, I guess. Random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. I think that it just overwrites the thing. I think that that's probably true. There are no corrupted characters. You're wrong. Are you just corrupted? Then you're evil, right? But then the hunter's wrong. Also, I think that you are probably the counselor. One of these two are the counselor. Because they sit next to an outcast. Okay, let's say that you are Puka. You're not corrupted, so you're not Puka. Right, I have Puka and the counselor. You're not Puka, and you're not the counselor. So you're fine. I'm not gonna kill you. Then obviously, this one and this one are fine. I think. 2 cards away from the closest evil. I mean, the thing is, number 2's not corrupted. Or you just lie then. If this can't be Puka because you're not corrupted. Bombardier could be Puka. And then the baker could be the counselor. I worry about killing the bombardier for obvious reasons, I think. You're corrupted and then you're corrupted. It just, that checks out. I think that it's a good idea to check. Why are you lying? You're not corrupted. What if this is Puka? Why do I think that you're good? Do I have proof of that? I don't know why I had you marked as good. Because this could be Puka. You're lying? I don't see another reason. I think that you're Puka. Yeah, okay. So then these two are just corrupted, but they're good. And then I assume that it's the confessor down here that's dizzy. Yeah. Alright, that felt like good logicking. That felt really, really strong from my end. Witness. Learn a character that was affected by an evil ability. Certainly interesting. Let's see what we have here. There's 3 evil. Oh. Lord, okay. This guy's a random non-play villager. Okay, yeah, you're normal. Puppets here. There's 4 evil. Oh, excuse me. There are 4 evil. There's a fake outcast somewhere, too. Fortune teller. Pick 2 characters, learn if they're evil. Knight can't die. Actually, now, I don't have any corruptions, by the way. This one is corrupted. But we have a knight, so you can't be the knight. So I think we actually do try to kill the knight there. Okay, sure. Baker, I was a slayer. Maybe. I'm doing it again. Yeah. Okay, and then one of these two is evil as well. Dude, you're fucking joking. What am I looking at? Okay. Two characters. Learn if any of them are evil. This is a Slayer. Couldn't kill 3. I don't really know how this fortune teller works. I'm gonna try this. So you're good. Like, that's correct. And you're also good. 2 cards away from the closest evil. I was a hunter. Why are there so many duplicates of everything right now? Hold up. Okay. Theoretically, there were 3 Slayers. You couldn't kill 3. 1 evil adjacent to me. So right now we're missing the puppet, we're missing Ba, and we're missing the twin minion. And we did not get the bombardier, so you are a random not-in-play villager. I think you're the lever, right? We don't have the lever? No, we do. Lever Slayer Knight. I don't know which one is the outcast here. 1 evil adjacent to me. 2 cards away from the closest evil. Because we know that there's 1 here or here. I was a hunter. These fucking bakers are worthless. I think it's you. Okay. Wait, but you're the twin minion. So you're also evil. Wait, what the fuck? You didn't become a puppet because you were the outcast, I guess. Dang. That's crazy. I didn't even conceive that possibility in my head. I mean, I guess that's why you gotta play the run sometimes, just to see what happens. But I didn't know that that was an interaction. The drunk disguised as a villager, and then the puppeteer couldn't make them the puppet. So all we're missing now is Ba. That was true. 1 evil adjacent to me? But that's correct. But that says the closest evil. Couldn't kill number 3? That's true. You were not evil. I'm not sure if this means... I don't know. Yeah, okay. So I don't understand if... Well, now I do. But I'm 2 cards away from the closest evil does mean that both of the 2 cards away can be true. I wasn't sure about that before. And then, yeah, the lever 1 evil adjacent was the Ba, obviously. Slayer couldn't kill 3 because I was the drunk. Like, dang. I shouldn't have tried to kill 3 because I knew it wasn't. There was no corruption. But that's, you know, live and you learn. Oh, it learned random info. Wonderful. We have a shaman. 2 same villager roles in current village. There is 1 corrupted. Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet but cannot lie. There are no corrupted characters. That's wrong? Just straight up, that's wrong? That's not necessarily wrong, because the Plague Doctor doesn't exist. There's no corrupted. Which means that you're correct. You're fine, of course. Puppet is 1 card away from... That's true. 2 pairs of evil. What do you mean pairs? 1 evil adjacent to me. This is evil is clockwise. Only 1 pair of evil? These 2 are suspicious. Shaman is one card away from the closest evil. I have potentially, oh, excuse me. Ooh. I have potentially 4 evils to kill. 3 or 4. Closest evil is clockwise. I feel like there are 2 pairs of evil. Dude, I didn't even know that this evil counter was right there. Well, okay, if there's only 1 pair of evil, then why are there 4 evil? You're wrong. Okay. Shaman is 1 card away from the closest evil. What? Adjacent to me. There's 2 pairs of evil. You're correct. I do feel like, okay. There's no corruptions either, so you're wrong. There's no puppeteer right there, though. Oh, Lord. Okay. I have to find the puppeteer. If you are the puppeteer, then you're correct. You're the puppeteer. Then that's wrong. And so that one lied, so you can't be the puppeteer. Or this one, which also... That's true. Put a maybe on you. If you are... That's correct. Just 1 card, that's correct. If you are, then you'd have to be equal. Make that correct. I don't know. These 2 are good, by the way. That one's fine, too. So you can't be the puppeteer. Right? Or no, you can't be the puppet. That does not rule out puppeteer. Dang. I don't know what a pair of evil means either. If I were to risk it, I'd say that the safe options are these 2 at the bottom. Because the puppeteer has to be one of these 4. There are 2 pairs of... Fuck. Okay, then it's probably the lever, right? Yep, and then you... I don't know how I could have gotten out of that one either. I didn't even have any abilities. I guess the logic that I should have used there was probably closest evil is clockwise, just because that is an obvious lie. It's the only one that could have been a lie, right? Now that I think about it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. I should have thought about that a little harder. Maybe even a little less hard, you know, overthinking and whatnot. New characters unlocked. Lilith. At night, kill a random unrevealed character. Deal 2 damage to you. Oh. That's fucked up. You reveal a card that clock ticks. After 4 ticks, the night falls? Oh, god damn. Kill a random unrevealed character and deal 2 damage to me. Could you kill a demon? What is happening here? 2 outcasts? I hope it's these 2. Fortune teller. Pick 2 characters, learn if they're evil. Pick 3 characters, learn how many are evil. Plague doctor. Okay. Of course. Cannot be revealed, huh? 1 card away from the closest evil. Bombardier, okay. Wretch. I register as a random evil minion to the other characters. I got all 3 outcasts. Didn't I say there's 2 outcasts? I don't understand. One of these is gonna be evil, I guess. Okay, you only work on unrevealed characters, so I can finish this. Oh, and then I take 2 damage, though. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Right side is more evil. Slayer. Kill 5. Take 3 characters. Learn if they're up or full. 4 is not corrupted. Bombardier, but you could be the evil. Here's 7 evil, true. Alright, I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, like, honestly, not having a card is so detrimental that I could not imagine not guessing right there. So then in that case, this is correct. This one's good, obviously. 1 card away from the closest evil. I think that you're just actually evil. You sit next to an outcast as well. There's 1 evil. I think it's you. Oh shit, for real? 314, there's 1 evil. It's not the Plague Doctor? Well, then it has to be you, right? Oh, please don't make me lose. Okay. 3, 1, and 4, there's 1 evil? You're lying. Right side is more evil? Well, that's also a lie. Now that I'm looking at it, that cannot be true. But you could be corrupted. I only get 1 guess here. You're a real, Oh, this is my bad. I didn't understand that. I really have to think this. Okay. So the options we have... Which one is it? It's Lilith. A lie in disguise. That's it. You just lie in disguise. And it can't be you. So our options are you or you. Three, 1, and 4, there's an evil? I mean, this is a 50-50, is it not? If I played better, it wouldn't be. But I think that... this is a 50-50 right now. Wow. 3, 1, and 4, there's 1 evil. Isn't 3, 1, or 4? Because 3 or 7 is evil, that's true. Corrupted characters' abilities don't work. I'm just gonna... Dude, I have no idea. Right side is more evil. That can never be true. They're both lying, they're just both corrupted. Dude. Shit. Shit, dude. Wow. Dang. Alright. Lilith again, and the Poisoner for an extra corrupted as well. Damn. Knight can't die. There is corrupted, so evil's counterclockwise. Is that way. Rest in peace. And we're okay. We're just gonna go through all of it, so we have every character open. So this one's saying 5 is evil. 2 characters. Learn if they're evil. Hold up. Let me think this through. I was a poet. Do we have a doppelganger? You could have been a poet, and then this is the doppelganger. Closest evil is counterclockwise. You're the original baker? I'm gonna pick you. 8 is lying. Okay. And then if I pick these two, saying neither of them are evil. 8 is lying. That could mean you're corrupted. That definitely does not mean that you are evil. I don't like you. Closest evil is counterclockwise, though. No one, like... I'm willing to risk it for that night. Let me see what I have again. The Poisoner. 1 adjacent villager is corrupted. That's it. There's 1 corrupted. I mean, it could be you, for all I know. But I'm just gonna kill you. Okay. Sure. You have 2 more. An adjacent villager is corrupted if possible. Then a random adjacent villager becomes a puppet. That did not happen. That's really interesting that that didn't happen. The puppeteer didn't work. So where could you have been for that to not work? Between an evil and an outcast is the only thing I could think of. So... where would that be? Is this Bombardier real? It is. You're real. I fully believe that you're real. Puppeteer did not work. 8 is lying. But this one was not... this one's really suspicious. I was a poet. Maybe. And then you would be... oh, are you lying? That person saying that they're the poet is really suspicious. Kill a random unrevealed character. So you're gone. There are hints if you do that? Okay, sure. Consider themselves a disguise for... tells you distance from one random evil to its nearest evil. Okay. I'm executed while corrupted. 4 additional damage. Right, that's what happened that one time. I went down to 1 health. So... the options here. I don't believe that the evils are going to be next to each other. 5 or 2 are not evil and 8 is lying. That... I believe. I believe that. Because if I look at the alternative, if you're evil, then you're evil too. And this is true. That's true, and you're a... what happened with you? That doesn't check out, in my opinion. Because I don't actually know what's happening with these bakers and poets here. Okay. Let's consider this being bad. So these 2 are good. Eight is lying, and there's no corruption. Poisoner corrupts. But we do know that that one can't be corrupted. This one is either evil or good. There is no corrupted here with the poet. But we also know there's a doppelganger poet. Right. What villagers do we have? Baker, Knight, Scout, Fortune, Poet, Judge. Baker? I think you were the Knight. I'm leaning towards this poet. I do also think that it's possible that you are the doppelganger, though. And you prioritize good villagers, which means that it's very likely the outcast or the doppelganger wouldn't have died, but I'm not sure. Baker was a poet. I don't think so. I don't think that that's true. We're corrupted. Oh, fuck. That's good news. Okay, you are probably the... Shit! Okay, well, I got one more attempt here. I gotta restart the whole run. Dreamer? Okay. It's gonna be one corrupted, and I have to figure that out. Okay, sure. I don't like starting with you, to be honest. 2 characters learn if they're evil. I'm gonna do you and you. 3 or 1 is evil, true. 2 is lying and not corrupted. Yeah, alright. So you don't work anymore, right? That is incredible. That's really good. There's a second judge. Do I have a doppelganger? I don't. So, I'm gonna kill you. Fuck, I forgot that corrupted characters existed. I got so caught. Oh no, please don't lose because of that. That's so embarrassing. Earn an evil roll. If evil picked, learn correct info. Okay. One evil adjacent to me. 7 could be shaman. 2 same villager rolls. I didn't even see that, to be honest. 7 could be shaman. 8 could be twin minion. Well, let's go through the logic here. There's 1 corrupted. We figured out who it was by a blunder, but we did figure out who the corrupted was, which means the knights can't be corrupted. And then the dreamer is correct. Wow, that was Ascension 3. That was very, very difficult. Final score 2,310. That was immensely difficult, and we'll come back to this run later. But that was a very tough run there. I'm very glad I was able to get through it by the skin of my teeth. But you know, we made it. We made it through Ascension 3, and we'll tackle Ascension 4 later. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one.